Welcome to Investago TV's weekly review, your essential source for global economic updates, keeping you informed on the latest market trends and financial insights every single week. Buckle up. Federal Open Market Committee or FOMC data releases imply the possibility of a hawkish stance on future interest rate decisions. This follows a strong employment report, signaling the creation of 497,000 new jobs in June, surpassing expectations. These outcomes spurred significant activity in equity and trade markets, with a notable increase observed in the US Treasury's curve. However, central banks might need to maintain higher interest rates for extended periods, as the impacts of rate hikes are not immediately clear. The ECB's rate hikes are being challenged by several European governments, notably Italy, where officials question the ECB's methods and are seeking ways to alleviate pressure on households with variable rate mortgages. Despite these potential obstacles, the ECB is unlikely to alter its current path. The Turkish Lira's significant decline is impeding the reversal of Turkish inflation, particularly as the government introduces measures such as 34% interim increase in minimum wage. The lira has dropped around a quarter of its value against the dollar since President Erdogan's re-election. This, coupled with government policies and new economic teams' attempt to dismantle complex regulation, is predicted to ignite inflation, leading to an estimated year-end rate of 47%. Despite the central bank's recent hike of the benchmark interest rate, experts anticipate inflation to rise beyond 40% and persist throughout the first half of 2024. Threads, a new social media platform launched by Mark Zuckerberg, is challenging the notion that users stay devoted to their preferred social network until they abruptly switch. Threads aim to offer a less confrontational, less aggressive environment than Twitter, focusing on maintaining a friendly atmosphere as it grows. The platform has swiftly acquired users by leveraging the existing user base of Instagram. However, its purpose remains unclear, and current users are mainly Instagram users looking for a new audience, companies aiming to stay relevant, and people avoiding Twitter's increasingly toxic atmosphere. Despite this, Threads could pose a significant threat to Twitter, drawing away users and potential advertising revenue. New Zealand businesses are increasingly pessimistic about the country's economic outlook, with 59% expecting conditions to worsen, according to a survey by New Zealand Institute of Economic Research. Companies cite slowing growth and weakening demand for their goods and services as high rates impact the economy. Despite the Reserve Bank signaling the end of its tightening cycle, with a raised official cash rate at 5.5%, many economists expect the nation to stumble into another recession soon. Cost pressures persist, with 70% of firms reporting rising costs, though fewer expect to raise prices in the next quarter. Christine Lagarde's April warning about the global economy's fragmentation into competing blocs reflects the return of great power competition. Policymakers are prioritizing national policy over market stability, leading to trade restrictions between the US and China. This move indicates global trade and financial market subordination into national policy objectives. Meanwhile, in Europe, a shift from the coupling to the risking of trade relationships has been observed due to past dependencies during the pandemic. However, the changing global landscape raises questions about Europe's future as a beneficiary of US government policy. That's a wrap for today, and I'll catch you next week. Don't forget to follow us on our social media channels to stay updated. Wishing you continued success on your journey.